Hello, my lovelies. It's me. I'm back. I decided I haven't done this in forever, and I just washed my face and brushed my teeth. So I'll talk while I get ready, and then talk some more. Right now I'm just toning my face. My face is so dry out of nowhere. I don't know what dried it out so bad. So it's like super flaky. It's also broke out like insanely. So I don't really know what's going on there. El Jefe, you're in the way. What else is going on? I also gotta pick up my outfit for tomorrow. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. So you'll be seeing a new set. So that's exciting, but I had to be there at 9 a.m. to get my nails done tomorrow because that's all she had. And it's like 30 minutes away. It's over by where I work. Hopefully there won't be any traffic that early in the morning on a Saturday, but like what? Okay. I think I'm done toning. My face feels raw. But anyways, putting some niacinamide serum tonight. Where was I? Oh, so my new job, it's technically only 30 minutes away. It's in Old Westbury, like Old Brookville area, for those that know Long Island. But because I work 9 to 5, my commute is an hour on good days. I leave really early in the morning, so I get to work at 8:30. Just because I'm like, it just makes my life easier. I don't get paid extra because I'm salaries, but it's just like whatever. And then on the way home, it's an hour because everybody and their mother is leaving and driving that way. So home is... I fell asleep while driving today and almost crashed. But 'tis life. My mom did not like that when I told her that. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, nothing. And I'm using CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. Ultra lightweight PM. I might do 2 moisturizers tonight just because my face is so dry. And a lot of the products that I just put on dried out even more. But, so yeah, the commute torture. I have an office mate, so I share an office with somebody. So I yap her ear off 24/7. And it's just like sharing a space I'm not really used to. The commute I'm definitely not used to. So there's that. To get into the groove of things, so far at this new job, I have had to travel to the city for because we have 2 campuses that, like, for the program I'm in, that I'm part of, and we had to go to the New York City welcome event. So I already had to travel to the city. That wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. That was actually... I had to take the subway and everything, but Ariana gave me good directions. So I was fine. And then in January, I'll be going to like a training conference in San Antonio, Texas for this job. And they're paying for everything. So that'll be fun. I have my own hotel room. I don't have to like share it with like another like coworker or anything, which I thought that was cool. I'm trying to convince them to like do another conference already, like book us another one. In November, I'll be taking students to an escape room on Long Island, and I will be going to see Aladdin on Broadway for the students. There's a bunch of events, but those are the 2 that I like said I would be willing to go and do. What else? So that's just my new job. Nothing crazy. Some days are really boring. Some days are really busy. I don't mind it. I like it. Interesting. I like what I'm doing. Pays fine. Pays better than all my the other jobs I've had in a while. Definitely paid better than freaking therapy. Still not over losing my therapy job, especially because I got laid off and it wasn't like for anything besides like policy and like money reasons, which just kind of fucking sucks. Especially because I had one of my clients like email me asking me if I found a new place yet. So that's kind of frustrating. But I try not to think about it. I tried to get a renewal of my calcium today from one of my endos. And she's like, I haven't seen you in like a few months. So before I refill it, I need you to come see me. And the thing is I'm out. I need it. And I need it to live. So that pissed me off. So I just contacted my other endo. I have two for reasons like this. They don't know that I have two. And she prescribed it. So I got to pick that up tomorrow too. Before I go out. Because I'm also going to Connecticut to meet up with Alyssa. So busy girl. A guy asked me to meet up tonight, but I had my period, and I also just wasn't, like, feeling it, so I cleaned out my closet for the most part and took out all my winter stuff just to, like, get that out of the way. I started to pack for my vacation. My family only wants me to take the small little carry-on, so I'm struggling. I also don't know what to pack, like, I don't know. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, like, I'm only going to wear, like, bathing suits during the day and, like, have a few, like, comfy outfits just in case and then, like, going out outfits at night. But, like, is that realistic? Don't know. That's the question. Don't know what to wear tomorrow or what to do with my hair. So that's a question for the ages. What else can I tell you about my crazy life? Oh, so, hey girly pops. Riddle me this. Am I the problem, or is it just life sucks? So, this new guy, I only started talking to him yesterday, keep in mind. We met on Hinge, and we were actually having a conversation, which, if you're in the dating world, you know that is, like, ultra rare. Like, and not, like, didn't say anything problematic right off the bat. Wasn't, like, instantly, like, let's meet up, let's fuck kind of thing. Not my type. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was, like, pushing myself to allow the swipe to begin with, because I wasn't, like, that really, like, oh, like, they're attracted to them. But, like, I was, like, I gotta get out of my comfort zone, and, like, I can't be too picky. And, like, kind of, like, trying to, like, I don't know, lower my standards, I guess. But, like, just look-wise. And then, like, we were talking, the conversation was good, so we moved over to Instagram. And I don't know, like, I just feel like it's worse, like, whatever. And then I was just like, okay, like, maybe, like, I feel like if I like somebody and it goes well, like, I can, like, learn to, like, look past, like, certain things in terms of looks if they're not, like, completely, like, not my type, if that makes sense. Then he sent me a voice memo on Instagram. His voice was so bad. And it's just like, at what point am I being shallow and at what point am I being realistic that I'm not gonna like them? And I agreed before he sent the voice memo to go out next Saturday. But now I'm like, I always do this to myself. And I'm like, am I psyching myself out because there's something inherently wrong with me? Or, like, am I being realistic in the sense of, like, I know I'm going to be miserable and I don't want to waste my time? I don't know. Like, am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain. But anyway, so yeah. So that's been going on. But other than that, I haven't really been talking to anybody. That was just like a spur in the moment, actually. Like, I haven't been on anything, really. I decided out of nowhere just to look. And I was just like, oh. And we had, like, an actual conversation. I was like, oh. But anyways. Um, go to Mexico soon. I'm trying to plan to go on a cruise in July with Ariana. And then I'm trying to go. I wanted to go on a solo trip, like really, 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 really bad. But my grandma's coming now, apparently. I don't know, don't ask. I'm probably going to be going, if things work out the way I would like, the night of Christmas, like Christmas Day till New Year's Day. So that should be interesting. I've never flown around that time or booked anything for around that time, so my hair just looks like absolutely crazy. But so yeah, that's my upcoming trip I'm considering. I also want to do like a weekend getaway. I still want to do a solo trip. It's just a matter of like where I want to go and like what would be a cool place to like do by myself. So if you got any suggestions, let me know. I can't think what else is going on. I've been having such bad fatigue lately where like I could like I'd be in the middle of doing something and I just want to like go to bed, or I feel like so tired so I don't want to do anything, but I can't sleep at night. So make that make sense. But what else is new in the life that is mine? Hold on. I'm just gonna put it in here to get it out of the way. I wanted a new tattoo. Probably gonna do that when I come back from this vacation, like plan it and figure it out. I know the next few ones that I want to get. It's just a matter of booking it. Books have been lately. Nothing like really amazing like stood out. I'm excited for those that read Bonds of Hercules. That'll be so good. But I know there's gonna be another book, so it's like gonna be definitely left in a cliffhanger and then have to wait another, hopefully only a year for the next book. But with these authors, who knows? At my job I have to wear like business outfits every day, which is like, but it's whatever. We're trying to convince my supervisor to let us go remote on Fridays because it's like a ghost town, because they like students don't have classes for the most part on Friday, so nobody's there, so it like literally makes no point for us to be there. And everything we're doing, like all our meetings are virtual. Like we don't have any like meetings with any of like the other teams or anything, or our fellow coaches, because they're not on location. So I'm hoping. She's like, remind me on Monday, so we'll see. Literally nothing exciting has been going on. I watched this show. I keep forgetting the name of it. I think it's called Midnight at Para Palace. It's a Turkish drama. It's really good. I finished it really quickly. It has 2 seasons. I didn't realize it was like new. So like the second season literally just came out, and I literally the second I finished it, I'm like looking up if there's gonna be a 3rd season, because there was of course like in this like a cliffhanger. I'm like, ugh. They haven't announced anything yet, but Reddit thinks that they're filming and that they just haven't announced it yet. So I trust Reddit. So I hope that's the case. Anyways, what's it about? You're probably like, Sam, you're telling us all this about a show and we know nothing about it. Like, how do we know if it's interesting? Fair enough. So, am I giving Lara Croft? Just kidding. Okay, so set in Istanbul, Turkey. I watch it where they speak Turkish. Is that what they speak? Turkish? But with English subtitles, obviously. And there's this woman, Esra, and she's a journalist, and she basically like keeps getting in trouble because like she doesn't write the pieces that she's supposed to be writing for her like newspaper. And so like she like they basically want her to write fluff pieces, and she writes like hard hitting like true news, like, like reporting on what's going on type of thing. So they want her to do a fluff piece on the Para Palace, which is a hotel, Para Palace Hotel, and because it's been around for 130 years, and they wanted like her to write like 130 great things that you didn't know about the Para Palace, blah, 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 whatever. So she goes, whatever, and she meets this guy who gives us a tour, Ahmet. And he's like an older dude, not like too old, but like older. I would say she's probably in like her 30s, and he's probably like 50s. But like he gives like her dad kind of vibe, like that kind of relationship, just for like, so you understand the vibes. So anyways, she goes to the hotel, he gives her the tour, he's telling her like all the secrets about the hotel, and like kind of like giving her like the 411, like giving her the in. They click really like well, like giving friend vibes, like right off the bat. They're like, oh, vibes, I trust y'all. So she loves Agatha Christie, and apparently Agatha Christie stayed there and wrote the novel Murder on the Orient Express at that hotel. Like, it was inspired by that hotel and written at that hotel. And she stayed in this room 411. So it's like this whole big thing. So they're talking about that, and then he was telling her this story about when she was giving when Ahmet was giving Esra the tour. There's like this handkerchief in a picture frame, and she's like, what is this, basically? And he was like, oh, like that's like a big part of history of this hotel. And she's like obviously intrigued, and she's like, okay, like tell me. So he tells her the story, and it's basically, I don't know if this is true, like, and it's like following history in a sense, because I'm very ignorant in history and geography and all that is. But in the sense of this show, the history is Istanbul specifically, but I guess like Turkey as a whole, Istanbul like it wasn't even a thing in like the history, and then like later on after their like independence, like Istanbul became a thing. But they, I don't know if like they were at war with Britain, or Britain owned them, or like they were like fighting for like better rights. I don't know, like it was a whole, like it was kind of like, I don't really like pay that great attention to that kind of stuff, like I'm not that into it, and so I'll be honest, I skipped some of that stuff because it just wasn't interesting to me. So if you want to go back and find out the specifics, you can. But anyways, so a guy came into the hotel, Mustafa Kemal, something like that. And he was like a general, and he was like a very important guy or whatever. And a British soldier or a British general or like higher up, whatever, like was gonna try to take him out. But this woman, Parida, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She like makes sure that Mustafa Kalam or whatever gets on this train, and by getting on this train, he was able to like start the revolution and like be able to make sure that they had their independence, and without that, like history wouldn't have been made. It was like a huge part of history. And to thank, like, and Amit said it was also like a huge love story, and like she did it because she loved him, and they fell in love, and like there's more to it, but like basically like it's important to their history that like this happened, and like if he wasn't like saved and wasn't able to get on that train, like Istanbul wouldn't exist today, type of thing. And that like she gave him her handkerchief when he left as like a reminder for her, as him like whatever, as like a thank you or whatever. Anyway, like that's like it's just an important part of the story, but it's like also like not at the same time. Like you just need to know like it's important. Like it's important he survived. It's important that she saved him. It's important that she made sure that he got on the train. And that the British were specifically like trying to assassinate him and take him out, and like if they succeeded, like the world today, especially that country and where they're at, wouldn't exist. I don't know the timelines. I know that like I feel like more like podcasty when I hold this. it'll make sense why I don't know the timelines. When I tell you a little bit more later, but I want to say in the beginning they're in like 1979 type bet. I also don't know history. Like, does that add up with like where Istanbul was at in the show? I don't know. I don't want to say 79. Maybe current day. Maybe like 2024. Like maybe. I don't know. But like more around that time. So anyways, whatever, he tells her the story, tells her the impact, blah, 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 like how it was such a big thing, and it was such a big part of history, blah, 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 and it's such a big part of the hotel, because it happened there at the hotel. Blah, 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 blah. So then, whatever, he's giving her the end of the tour, she's like, oh my god, that's so crazy, and like, she sits down at the bar to like start writing her story, and like Ahmet's like leaving for the night, and he's like a control freak, and like he's like super like he runs this hotel, like doesn't sleep a wink, everything. He knows every single thing that goes on in this hotel. And so she decides to write the story about like the napkin and the parrot. Her name's Perida or something like that, like Peride. Even though that's not what the piece is supposed to be about, obviously, because she don't listen. And I guess she don't care about keeping her job. I don't think girl got money like that either, but whatever. That's what literally does not come back into the point of the story. Her being a journalist and wanting to write like the truth and the hard-hitting news is a big part. So anyways, Ahmet comes and sits down at the bar and is talking to her or whatever, and like he shows her this key and tells her it's a special like magic key and like blah blah blah, blah, and there's so much history about it, blah blah blah, and then like it's on his like keychain, like he has it or whatever. And then like it's like raining cats and dogs so bad, like conditions or what, blah, blah, blah. So he like says like, oh, like stay the night at the hotel, like on us, blah blah blah, finish your story, blah blah. And she's like, oh my god, thank you so much, like appreciate it. And she's like, can I stay in 411? Keep in mind that's where the Agatha Christie thing is, room. She was a big fan, blah blah. And he's like, don't push it, ha ha ha. But if I remember correctly, he let her stay in that room, which then I don't know why like he made a joke about don't push it. But anyways, I digress. She goes in the room, she's sitting in it, vibing, I don't know, she's just like sitting on the edge, on the side, I don't know, and then like at midnight, the room starts to shake as if it's like an earthquake, and I'm thinking it's an earthquake. I don't really know what's going on in this show. I saw a clip on TikTok and decided to watch it and had nothing better to do, and like I personally like other like country dramas, like I think they're interesting. Like I loved Who Killed Sarah, so I was like, bet. Anyways, why I watched it is not the point. So no idea what's going on. I'm like, earthquake, okay, like is this journalist gonna like write now about an earthquake? Like is this like whatever? Oh, I forgot to say, like the key that he showed her like randomly was in the room and she thought he left it for her. Spoiler alert, he didn't leave it for her. Also I just realized, I don't know how much I should tell you guys about this in case people want to watch it, because it was really good and I suggest watching it, so I'm not going to spoil too much more. If you guys want me to just tell you the show, I can do an episode about that, but I'll only tell a little bit more. That won't ruin it, because this is all the first episode, so. And I think some of it's, I'm assuming some of this would be in the trailer, what I'm about to say next, so. I won't, no spoilers, warning needed. So anyways, long story short, feels like it looks like there's an earthquake, everything in the room is spinning, specifically at like midnight, and then next thing she knows, she goes downstairs to like see like what's going on or whatever, and like everybody's dressed in like old-timey garb, and she's like, what's going on? And she's like, oh my god, like this is so cool, this is so crazy, blah blah blah. And then she sees Ahmet, and Ahmet's like, what are you doing here? How did you get here? How did you get the key? And she's like, oh my god, like this is crazy, like what's going on, blah blah blah. And long story short, she time traveled. And that's what this show is about, time traveling. And she time traveled to the time, obviously, about the story of Perid, like, intercepting and stopping, like, an assassination on this important historical figure for Istanbul. Long story short, she fucks it up. So Perid doesn't do what she's got to do that night. And he doesn't get murdered or anything that night, but she fucks up the timeline, which is obvious because Ahmet's like finger starts becoming like necrotized, which like tells him like the timeline's fucked up or something, and he's like he's the keeper. Sorry, I should have said that. He's like the keeper. I mean, I feel like that's obvious, but like, and that's why he's also like super confused. And he's like, how did she get the key? And like, he had a key. Like, he still had his key. So now he's like, what the hell is going on? And she's just fascinated. She's just like, oh my god, what is going on? She's eating this shit up. Meanwhile, little does she know, like, also, first rule of time travel, like, she's out here talking to everybody, doing all this thing, messing things up. Like, you know nothing about what time you stepped into, blah, blah, blah. Also, she accepted that she time traveled for me way too quickly. Way too quickly. Like, didn't think it was, like, a costume ball, nothing. Like, instantly, like figured it out and then was just, like, chill with it. Like, not instantly, but, like, too quickly, in my opinion. But anyways, long story short, I'm not going to get into it because I think you guys should watch it. I think it was really good. It's about time travel. There's romance in it. There's murder. There's political plot. There's time travel, a lot of it. That's why I said, like, the timeline gets iffy because they go back. There's not just one instance of time travel because obviously she fucks things up, so she's got to fix stuff a bunch of times. And then she obviously doesn't care about the rules of time travel. Nobody in this movie, in the show, besides Ahmet. But Ahmet is the only sane one, honestly. I'll be honest here. He's the only one that honestly thinks anything through and is like, what the fuck are you guys thinking? Everybody else is like, I'm gonna do what I want. Like everybody knows the rules of time travel, I feel like. I don't know. Whatever. Also, it would take me a little bit to wrap my head around things and also be like, WTF? But just, I also didn't understand is I think that they were able to be in any room to time travel as long as they had the key. So the room wasn't important. Is the key and at midnight. That's what's important. But they didn't have to like turn the key in anything. They just had to have the physical key like on them, like holding it. So yeah, that was an interesting show. I really recommend it. I'm a little mad though because it's like not done and like we don't know if we're getting more. But and also lately, shows like the first season amazing, sometimes second season amazing, then like third season trash. Like they completely forgot the plot, they completely forgot their characters like arcs and like who the characters are, or like they keep canceling really good shows after the first season, leaving it on cliffhanger, like My Lady Jane and Julie Phantoms, and what was the other one recently after besides My Lady Jane that I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm tired of them canceling it after one season, the shows that are really good and everybody loves and everyone's obsessed with. And then them having other shows like Night Agent, where the first season was amazing and they ruined it with the second season. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, did you completely forget, like, what the show is about and who these characters are and, like, what, like, their character, like, their personality, like, their morals? Like, let me in the writer room. Please, somebody let me in the writer room. Like, I will speak for the girlies. Because this ain't it. But I digress. I could talk about that for hours. I went to see The Professional Bull Riding. It was a fun time. Good time. I like, obviously, you know, the type of clientele that would be at something like that. But there was also a good, like, mixed bag of people that I was, like, kind of shocked about the amount of types of people that were there that you wouldn't think. But then there was a lot of, like, the type of people you would think. But we just kept to ourselves and had fun or whatever. It's intense to watch in real life. Like, obviously, it's intense no mud, but, like, seeing these people, like, there was a guy that literally got crushed by the bull. Like, the bull literally just went like this and fell on top of him, and, like for no reason. Like, he just stopped and went, and, like, that person now has, like, a 2-ton bull, like, literally sitting on them. Throwing them off, like, attacking them. Like, several people got injured, like, where you're like, like, insane. But interesting. Definitely was a good experience. Fun. Definitely made me want to read some cowboy romances after. There was also some young, like, professional bull riders, like 18, 19, 20-year-olds there, and I was like, oh my god. And then there were some, like, older ones that I was like, I feel like this is something that you should retire from early, low-key. Like, your bones and your body's got to be beaten the fuck up between, like, concussions, broken fingers, broken bones, torn, like, ligaments, like, they go fucking through it. But to each their own, I guess. Also, a bunch of them are millionaires. And also the announcer kept telling us, like, oh, yeah, he's a young millionaire. Like, I don't know if he was, like, low-key trying to help auction these boys off. I don't really know. I didn't really understand. The nice thing about this sporting event, I will say, is it considered a sporting event? I think it's a sporting event. I think anything like physical, like dancing, cheerleading, this, like your body is going through it. You're getting a workout. Like your body is impacted after it. I think that's sport, personally, but I'm not active, so maybe I'm not one to talk. Like, I don't know. I feel like cheerleading, dancing, this is way more of a sport than like weightlifting or golf. Honestly, but whatever. Not the point. Where was I? Bull riding. Oh, auctioning them off. Where was I going with that? Damn it. Where was I going with that? Kind of felt like they were auctioning them off. I lost it. Lost my train of thought. Hard on their bodies. It's a sport. Oh, the nice thing about it, when she gets it back, all on my own, is like, you know, when you go to a sporting event and you just go for fun, or like, you know, you go with somebody else and like just to like support or like go with them, so they have somebody and like you know nothing about the sport and you're just sitting there and you're like, okay, like this is kind of hard to like know what's going on, and like you just kind of cheering other people cheering and booing other people booing. The nice thing about this is like the announcer explained everything to you, so like there was nothing that we were confused about. So let me explain a little bit about bull riding for you, for those that might have some interest. Sorry, just coughed in your face. So there's teams. There's 5 people on a team, and they verse each other. This was to go to the championships in Las Vegas. So this was like the semifinals. I don't really know how that works, but like these were to qualify to get into the championships, and your team goes. But every rider gets their own scores and also like ranks separately as individuals as well. So our home team, New York Mavericks, won that night. Whoop, whoop. New York, represent. Anyways, and we versed Florida, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So how it works, which again, all explained to me that night, love that, is 2 teams go head to head, and they have 5 riders, and the last riders, like I think they call them their ringer, and like that's like their best rider, and is like hoping to get the best score. I don't know how they score it. They never really 100% explained that, and like some of the scores didn't make sense. It kind of felt like Dancing with the Stars, where they kind of just like whatever they're feeling and like who they like type of thing, if I'm being 100% honest. So the people have to like, they get ready, and then they have like a certain amount of time to get ready, and then a clock countdown starts, and they have 30 seconds to go on, and then the ride is disqualified. So there were some that like they literally went on the buzzer of one and went. So that's something just to get you started. So they're in this pen and they're getting set up and they're like getting ready or whatever, and they have time to get out. And then once the gates open and the bull is released, you have to stay on for 8 seconds. That's first and foremost. You have to stay on for 8 seconds. If you don't stay on for 8 seconds, you don't qualify. So you don't have any time, any score. If you stay on for 8 seconds, then you get a score based on, I'm assuming, how well you stayed on, like technique, I don't know. But anyways, so 8 seconds is the main thing, is you got to stay on for 8 seconds. And on top of that, not only do you have to stay on for 8 seconds, but you're having one hand that holds the bull, and then you have to have another free hand that's in the air. If at any point in the 8 seconds, before the 8 seconds are up, this free hand touches any of the equipment or the bull, your ride is disqualified. So each team gets one challenge. So if a ride is qualified, considered a qualified ride, and gets a score, and the other team thinks that they didn't do it in 8 seconds or they touched it, they can challenge it. So then they do an instant replay and they try to watch, and the judges deem whether or not they touched it before the 8 seconds, or if they stayed on actually for the 8 seconds. So there was a challenge almost every time, and there were some challenges where they're like, oh shit, like we were wrong, like you didn't stay on for 8 seconds or you touched it, and it was like crazy. Some of them like you would think, oh, 8 seconds, that's nothing. It was not nothing. A lot of people did not have scores. Also, I don't remember exactly, but there's a way too that if like you qualify, but like I don't remember if it's like you barely qualify or something happens and you get the qualifying score, you can re-ride. So this one guy, he barely made it, and like they did like the instant replay, and like he just got it, and he re-rode, and he didn't get into the 8 seconds, so he lost his score. He already had a score, but he didn't like it, and he didn't want to keep it, so he re-rode, and then the second time around he didn't stay on for 8 seconds, so he had no score. Man, just dumb. I was like, well, why would you do that? Whatever. And then, so each individual person has their individual score, and then their score goes together and adds up the team score. So, like, there were some teams where, like, only one person qualified, so they had, like an 88. And then, like, the other team, like, 4 of their competitors qualified, so they had, like, 200 something. So, and then there's the leaderboard, and then, like, your team wins, and then in the grand scheme of things of, like, there's like individually ranked, and like you could be like the highest ranking one. So I thought that was interesting, and I learned all that there. They were teaching us, so I thought that was cool. Especially because like the first time there was a challenge, we were all looking around like, what does that mean? Like who challenged who? Like, is there gonna be a duel? Like, I thought they were gonna ride, like 2 people were gonna ride bulls at the same time, like see who could stay on the longest. Like, that's what I don't know. That's what I thought when I heard challenge, but I thought it was pretty interesting. And I think it's also interesting that you can only get one challenge per like 2 teams competing, and I think there was 5 rounds because I think there was 10 teams if I remember correctly. So it was pretty interesting. How many times am I gonna say it's pretty interesting? Yeah. So that was professional bull riding. So far I've seen boxing, bull riding, hockey this year. Don't know what else I got going on, but that's that so far. Would I go again? My grandparents really liked it, and my mom, so they want to go again, so I'll go again with them. Would I say like I'm in love with it and I'm like, oh, I'd be a huge fan now? No. I want to be honest. I also am not going to be watching that on TV and keeping up. We had really good seats though, for not bad prices at all. Game time. Plug, sponsor me. No, I'm just kidding. I have not been drinking a lot of soda. I've been eating, oh my god, how did I not start with this? I'm eating so healthy, like skinny girl icon. Did I lose any weight? Am I any healthier? Is my skin any better? No. So it is, like, it's a gimmick. It's a scam. Like, anybody that tells you that eating healthier is better for you and that it'll clear up your skin and you'll lose weight, lies. Because what have I been eating every day for lunch? Apples, blueberries, salad, water, herbal iced teas with no sugar, no caffeine. Where am I getting all my lunches? Where am I shopping for my lunches for work? Whole Foods. Yes, has it only been 2 weeks? Yes. But, do I feel any better? Do I have any more energy? No. It's a scam. It's a gimmick. So, just know, I'm not falling for that propaganda no more. Am I going to keep doing it just because that's what it's just easier for right now? Yes. But am I mad about it? Also yes. But I know, praise me. Skinny icon, legend. Who is she? Try to find my waist. Can't find it. Am I sometimes still hungry after lunch? Yes. Am I cranky after lunch sometimes? Yes. Am I dreading lunch some days? Yes. Are some days the salad's pretty good and filling? Yes. Would I say I love them? No. Would I say I'm a happier person from doing this? No. Would I say I was happier when I was eating out for lunch at my other job every day? Yeah, I would. Also, even though I get an hour lunch break, I just sit in my office, so I do work most of the time, and I like work during my lunches, or I don't really get like a break because like I'm just like in my office. So that's a bummer. Feels so official to like have a faculty, well, it's technically staff, it's like faculty staff like sticker for NYT. the campus is like a commuter campus, so like nobody wants to come or do anything on that campus, so like it's very hard for us to like get people to come in and like do their meetings and see us or like want to engage, which is annoying, but it is what it is. I'm also trying to, obviously we all know I'm a yapper. Obviously we all know I ask a million questions, or I talk to fill the void, or I, get super excited and I talk really fast, or I talk too much because I'm either super nervous or super excited. When you work 8 hours a day and you share an office and it's just you and them in an office all day, and you're doing like the same job together, and you're also like new in this together, and you also know you're only going to be in this job for like 3 years together, and you're kind of like in this together, and like you're running everything together, like we're teaching the class together, like, so I don't want to like make things awkward or do too much, but I'm also like trying to suss out the vibes. Still haven't 100%. What?
The second I opened up the door, I forgot exactly what I was going to say because I got nervous.
Okay. Still haven't sussed them out. Are they looking hopeful? It's 50-50 still right now. But we persevere. I'll figure it out. We all know I will. Some days do I think that she probably wants to go home and rip her ears off? Probably. Sometimes do I feel bad for her that I'm her office mate? Yeah. But also, do I bring the vibes? Do I make it so her day's not boring? 100%. So really also, you're welcome. My goal today was to talk less, because I feel like every day she's just fiending for 5 o'clock so she doesn't have to hear my mouth anymore. Did I talk less? Moderately so, I would think. Let's say like my 100% of talking, not that I talk 100% of the time, like let's say my meter of talking 100%, like for the week, my average amount, I would say I talked 30% less today. So, self-control, I got that in spades, apparently. Eating salads, not drinking soda as much, and I said not as much, so chill. I'm not cutting it out. Get a grip. I don't drink coffee. Don't shame me. I didn't ask for it. I bought new sunglasses. Prescription. I got 2 on iBuy Direct. Y'all know it? Y'all peruse? Y'all frequent? I got 2 for $72, which you're probably thinking like, Sam, that's a lot of money. No, it's not. For the frame, for the shipping, for the prescription lenses. Icon here. Icon. And I got 2. So, talk to me nice. And they're very cute. They're both like tortoise. Like I think I have like an example, like looking one. They like kind of look like this. But not the black, not the half black part, like the tortoise, this part. And like, the thing is I bought them online though. I didn't like try them on in store or anything, so I don't know, like, I'm flying blind with how they're gonna look in like the actual size and like this, like the shape in person. But I've got iBuy Direct before, and I've liked them, so, and they're pretty similar to the pictures. Like sometimes it's hard to gauge like how big, like on my face it'll be, but I got them for my vacation. I'm hoping they're here in time. I really am. If not, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm a very sad girl. Sad Queenie Pop. Yeah. Also, you guys want to see something so cute? My brother thought I was weird for posting this, but like, that's our history. Like, that's our life. Like, what? Look at my parents as a couple. Also, you see the resemblance? Oh. Like, how freaking cute. Also, my mom made her brown dresses. How cute is that? Also, my dad is the biggest Guido. Like, also, imagine looking that good at that age. Must be fucking nice. Whatever. Whatever. Y'all just don't get the vibes. So, I heard you talking shit, and I wasn't a fan. But it's fine. I forgive you. I'm gracious like that. I think Sunday, I'm just trying to think Sunday what I got going on. Sunday I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta go grocery shopping every Sunday and I hate it. Like I just want to rot, but whatever. Sundays are my get ready for work day and my shower days and my grocery shopping days. But I think maybe I'll do some chapters that I haven't done in a while. I have to find where I put the book. If I'm being 100% honest. It's definitely it's here somewhere. I own it still. But let's get back into the worlds of Hallie and Julian. You know? It's been a while. What's going on with those crazy kids? I think I'm gonna do that this Sunday. I think I'd do at least a minimum 2 chapters because we're really far behind. Now that I have my nights back, we can chat some more. If you're open to it. You're welcome. Also, Angela would like to make another guest appearance. I thought she was going to do it for this one, but she couldn't be bothered tonight, I guess. I don't know. So keep an eye out for that. Also, considering having other guest stars. Thoughts? The guest stars would be you, any of y'all, because y'all are the same people that watch this. Actually, saying that, it's just reminded me to pack this for my vacation. Hold on. Speaking of that, the video that I did with Angela, why is that doing numbers? I don't like that. I was talking to my, I'll get back to that. But who's watching this? How do people discover this? Please don't. No. I don't want to be famous. I want to be famous. I don't. If anybody in my future jobs, in my current job, outside of this bubble that is my soul friends and family sees, just look at my skin right now. Look at this face I'm making. I don't love it. So that was crazy. It's not viral. It's just 70 people. But there's 5 of you. Where did all these other ones come from? We were talking at work today. We have there's the 4 path coaches, and we have meetings and stuff. And sometimes we have downtime. And so one of the New York City coaches. So the New York City coaches is 2 guys, and then there's us 2 girls on Long Island campus. And one of the New York City coaches goes to us if you could be famous for anything, what would you think you would be famous for? And I said, what realistically would we become famous for? Or what would we like to be famous for? And he's like, sky's the limit. So one of the New York City coaches, he said voice actor. One of the other guys said, I don't remember what he said. Oh, he said for something ambiguous and anonymous, something Jim Henson, something like that. And then Nicole, my office mate, I'm just gonna call her my office mate to protect her identity in case I get famous. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot what she said. I think something maybe. Oh crap! I forgot. I think it was acting or singing or something like that. And then I said to be an advocate, and then I would want to be the next Martin Luther King Jr. type thing. I would want to inspire nation. I want when you think of my name, you think oh, she did something, she made a difference, she did made matter. I wouldn't want to be famous for singing or acting or whatever. But then they were what a lot comes with that, being an advocate. And I'm yeah, look what happened to the main ones. I get it, but that's why also my biggest fear is to be famous. I was it's so easy to post something online thinking hee hee ha ha, only my friends are gonna see this, and then people go viral by accident, and then their lives change. That's my worst nightmare. I know everybody thinks and acts oh, I want to be famous. I want to be rich. I do not want to be famous, and they don't have to be mutually exclusive, but they can be. In theory, does it sound great? Free stuff, everyone knowing you, everyone loving you, blah, blah, but not everyone's gonna love you. And that comes with criticism, people tearing you down, people having opinions about everything you do, everybody watching and nitpicking and like overanalyzing every little thing you say, do, who you talk to, what like I can't handle that pressure. No, thank you, not for me, not this girl. I already say out of pocket shit. Like, I'm crazy. People would love to hate me, honestly, probably. And I would just be thinking I'm being a silly, goofy lover girl, and they would just be like, get this girl off my screen. Probably, I don't know. Even if I was like super famous and like everyone loved me, like I was like America's sweetheart, I still wouldn't want that. That's too much pressure, because then that's pressure, because then I gotta keep up like doing good and amazing, and like I can never slip up. I don't know, too much. Like, and then I'd have to go off the grid because I couldn't handle the pressure and all the criticism, and I would kill, like, my insecurities would be burning like crazy. And I can't also live off the grid. Like, I need social media, not like social media in the sense of like Instagram and stuff, but like I need reels, like I need stuff to watch, like TV and like my Kindle and stuff. And like I feel like technically you need that stuff. If you need that stuff, you're not off the grid, and then people can like find you still. I don't know. But that's what we were talking about at work today, and I just felt y'all would find that interesting. So I also found it interesting because the answers that we all gave, they weren't like generic, which I kind of was like, It took me a minute to think about it, because my original answer probably would have been like dancer or actor, actress. But then I was really thinking about it today, and I was like, no, there's like, I feel like when you think famous, you think like celebrities in the sense of like Hollywood or like that kind of stuff, or like sports. That's not the only famous people. It's really bothering me. I can't remember what she said, and that bothers me. But whatever. Yeah, so I hope everyone's having a good night. I hope things have been going well. I hope everyone's fall has been going great. It's not feeling really fall-y though, which I'm not loving. It's been hot. Left work today, scorching. What I don't really understand that. Don't love that. Also rainy. The leaves are falling way too quick. Like, hello, I need transitional periods. I don't love this rushing shit. I'm not ready for winter, so I needed to chill, because we all know with global warming, if it's this hot, it's just gonna go straight to cold, like bad cold, and that's not nice. I also can't wear like comfy shoes at work. I have to wear like flats or like professional like boots or stuff, and like I don't. That's gonna fucking. And also, I'm just thinking about how early I'm gonna have to get up in the morning to clean out my car because of the traffic and how early I leave now. I wasn't built for this. I wasn't, okay? In the grand scheme of things, of whoever built me, I wasn't built for this. And they built me this way, and then made me have to deal with this life. And I just think that's not right. And I would like a refund. Or I would like to speak to somebody about changing my circumstances. Also, I just feel like stuck lately. I've been trying to think of something to like get into now that I kind of like have some more time back-esque. But I just come home and I knock because I'm so tired between the work and the commute, so I don't really have any more time. I thought I would. But I think some nights I can, after I get transition. The problem is my fatigue is so bad. I don't think it has to do with the job, though. I think it's this fucker. Or lack thereof. Because it's like medical grade fatigue. Like, it's not like, oh, like the commute was long, or I had a long day, or I'm not sleeping well. Like, it's like I don't have the words to describe, and that's the problem. And as I've been also trying to think of the word that could describe it, so like I could like when I see my doctor, I can explain it better, because like I feel like they never take it seriously when I try to explain it to them. That it's not like normal, like, oh, I'm tired or sluggish or I have no energy. It's like debilitating. I can't get out of it. Like no matter how much different things I try, like natural things I try, the normal ways to try, it's nothing works. Like it's like it feels like I'm like wading through like jello of sleepiness, like sludge, and like the other side is like wakefulness, and like the sludge I'm like half asleep. Like it's hard to explain, but that's been making it really hard to do anything. So but then at night I can't sleep. I toss and I turn all night long. But yeah. Also, my back has been hurting and I've been slouching a lot lately, so I've been trying to every so often like be like, sit up straight, crack your back. Well, it's been fun. It's been real. Missed you guys. Hope you missed me. Hope this brought a smile to your day. Let me know if you missed this. If you missed me. Also felt very lonely lately, if I'm being very honest. And I have not been being good about like reaching out when I need something. But I felt very lonely, and I've been like not like isolating, but I've just like been kind of like like I haven't been really like going out of my way to like talk to people or check in or be like my normal. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, all that to say, I hope to fight my fatigue to do these videos more. I miss doing them. I enjoy doing them. Next video might be more of a laugh. Oh, another show I've been watching that is surprisingly funny, and I started watching by accident, is I was actually watching before I started this, and it's a cartoon. It's on Netflix. It's called Haunted Hotel. It's pretty funny. If you guys don't plan on watching it and you want spoilers, or it's not like a spoiler type thing, like every episode's different, but it's also like nothing of like substance. It's just like funny. But like if you guys want a rundown of that, I can explain a little bit of the plot of that. Or if you guys want me to watch a show that you guys don't feel like watching yourself and you want me to explain the whole plot to you and give you my feedback on it, I think that would be fun. Kind of like the Pura Palace that I was gonna do, but I don't want to spoil that for you because I really guys think you should watch that on your own. But if there's something out there that like you guys are like, oh my god, like I want to know about it because everyone's talking about it, but like I really don't want to sit down and take the time to watch it, let me know and I'll do it. And I'm serious, so let me know. I don't want to say goodbye. I hate goodbyes. I'm gonna miss you guys. But I'm tired. I'm gonna go watch Haunted Hotel and try to find out an outfit for tomorrow and figure out what for tomorrow because I gotta be up early to get my nails done. And maybe if you're lucky, I'll post them so you can see them, because I'm kind of like that, and I'm a real influencer. Yeah, I influence people's nails. Nail inspo. Talk to me nice. Never in my life would I ever think that I was an inspiration or a like a trendsetter. I'm acting like I actually am, like it's not just Ariana, like, but one person's more than none. So anyways, I've taken up enough of your time, and I'm just shy of an hour, so I'm going to go before it hits an hour, so I feel that I didn't waste too much of your time. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great night, and I miss you. And maybe say you love me back and you miss me back too. Bye, my lovelies. Have a good night.